Her 20th husband just died, and the Black Widow is already rocking bold red lips.
I didn't do it.
The detective almost forgets he's here to question her. She hands him a silk ball, saying her husband gave it to her before he died. Then she suddenly grabs his arm and bites him, but she doesn't inject venom, just tells him to compare it with the bite on her husband's neck, to prove she didn't kill him.
I didn't kill my husband.
The detective has no choice but to revisit the crime scene. Out of nowhere, the dead scientist starts moving,
Impossible! He's dead!
scaring him half to death. But a closer look reveals it's just a group of worker ants carrying the body. He chases after them to get a closer look, but they're insanely fast. Way too fast for him to keep up. So he shoots out a web and lands on the corpse. Just as he's about to check the bite marks, he realizes the body's been hollowed out. Nothing left but an empty shell. He keeps following the ants and sees them all heading into the airship's cargo hold. The queen ant is there, directing everything.
I'm investigating a murder.
We knew that too.
And I need to know if this bite mark matches that one. No!
The bite marks were not the same.
So she didn't do it. Nice detective work, son.
Find out what happened to my workers by the flight's end, or we come for you in numbers and eat you alive.
Turns out ants may be the lowest level workers, but their network is massive. They run food services on the plane and handle information flow, but now nearly half of them have suddenly gone missing. The queen suspects it's connected to the scientist's murder. The bite analysis confirms it wasn't the Black Widow. The detective also learns the scientist was working with red locusts before he died. Things are getting more complicated. He goes to question a woman next door, but she says she was feeding her kids and heard nothing. Just when the case hits a dead end, a mantis suddenly appears.
Lady Vachu!
Security on the airship immediately fires webs at him, but the mantis lunges straight at the Black Widow, then sprays a corrosive liquid onto the ceiling and escapes with her. The assistant quickly carries the detective and gives chase, but things go sideways. They accidentally jump into the human cabin. At the last second, the detective fires a web and barely stabilizes midair. Meanwhile, the mantis is smashing into the glass while carrying the Black Widow. A boy spots them and tries to smack the mantis. The mantis has no choice but to keep dodging. At the same time, the co-pilot shows up with backup. Chaos breaks out. A woman sees the spider and starts screaming. A flight attendant quickly traps them all under a cup. The moment the cup lifts, they cling to the rim to avoid being crushed. They dodge a splash of coffee and escape back into the cracks. Only then does the mantis finally speak. Turns out he's not the killer either. He was hired as a bodyguard by the scientist. His mission was to protect the Black Widow the scientist loved. Just as the detective tries to question him further, a web snatches the mantis away.